Hey, and welcome to Cooking with Dave. I've been talking with a lot of my friends lately, and they just don't seem to appreciate the fine art of cooking. And anyway, I thought I'd teach you noobs how to cook. Alright, well, most people underestimate the basics of cooking, so first of all, I'm going to show you around the kitchen. Over here. Get a nice shot of that. Alright, we've got the freezer. We won't be using anything from there today. The fridge, you get butter from here and eggs, but we've got free range eggs today. Actually, we got barn eggs, which are like you've got your caged eggs, right, which everyone hates because they put the chickens in these little cages and then we don't know what goes on in there, but it's bad. And then you've got free range, which are the best because chickens just roam the fields and then it's people's jobs to follow them and pick up the eggs they drop. And then the ones we've got today, I've already taken them out of the fridge. Nice barn laid eggs. Now these ones I prefer because the chickens are lazier. They don't have to walk so far and they lay bigger eggs. So get barn ones if you want to make a good cake, which is what we're making today, by the way. I've just given it away. I'm a bit silly. We're making a very rich chocolate cake today. It'll be great. Over here we've got the stove and last night's washing up, which isn't very clean. And the most important beast of the kitchen. Get right in there. Closer in. That's it. Back shot. Alright everyone, that's the oven. Alright, well now I've shown you around the kitchen. We'll go through the ingredients we'll be using today. Australian extra virgin olive oil. That's for spraying this thing, which you put the cake in, you spray it, and the cake doesn't stick to the bottom. And actually, well, most people think that it's the cake doesn't stick to the bottom. Because you see this thing, it comes out, as you can see it's oiled because it came out really easily. So you don't really need this thing, except what it does is it gives the cake more flavoring. Like, you know how the top of the cake's always the best with the icing. Well, if you spray the bottom of the cake gets seasoned with the oil, and then it cooks really well, and it tastes divine. Brown sugar, sweeten the cake. Vanilla essence to give it a vanilla-y flavour. We've got butter. Don't know what that's for, but I'm sure it's good for it. Cocoa, because we are making a chocolate cake today, and it's not only is a chocolate cake, but it's the richest chocolate cake you can get. We've got home brand dark cooking chocolate. That's 375 grams, 25 grams less than you need, which is good because we're on a diet. Well, I've shown you the eggs already, but I'll show you again because they're really good. These are the barn eggs, remember. If you don't get the barn eggs, you've failed at the recipe, and you might as well just stop cooking. We've got two different weight measuring things, and salt. Very important. Why'd you point at the Coke? Coke's really good. I recommend it as a choice beverage while you're cooking. Alright, well, I've shown you around the kitchen, shown you the ingredients. Most people would think that we're ready. Those people would be 1950s housewives who have no idea what they're doing, cooked their whole lives and still aren't any better than a toddler who's just come out of the womb. Don't ask me why toddlers come out of the womb. We've got lots of preparation to do, everyone. We're not ready yet, and that's the mistake most people make. We need to prepare our minds, bodies, spirit, and we're going meditating. Let's do this. And we're here. You can follow, but if you say anything, we're going to have to do this again, and it takes a long time. look in my eyes. These are the eyes of a warrior. I'm ready for cooking. Are you? Let's do this, guys. Alright guys, we're going to get started. Step 1. Preheat oven to 170 degrees Celsius. Grease and line the base of a 6 cm deep, 22 base round cake pan. What we're going to do is we're going to go over here and preheat the oven to 170. Straight away come back here and then we're going to grease the pan.
Wait. What's that? Just remember we're teaching groups or pros, so just slow down a bit. Slow down.
Noobs, look. Look at that. Preheat the oven to 170 degrees Celsius. If you did that, that would be a mistake. We want Fahrenheit. Okay? Come over here. Now most ovens are going to look like this, and you'll have numbers going around from an off to usually about 250 depending on the oven. Now, this is a fan forced oven, so we're going to go 170. Turn the knob to 170. Alright, step 2. Sorry, was that too fast, Matt?
It was.
You take the lid off, lift it up, spray it at a good distance, usually about 30 centimeters. Make sure you get the sides as well as the bottom, because otherwise the cake's going to stick and it won't taste as good, remember? Alright, step 2, guys, I'm going to take it nice and slow. This is our chocolate, remember? We got home brand. Okay, now step 2, what we're going to be doing is placing chocolate in a heat-proof, microwavable bowl. We're cutting it in half and then half again, because half of it, this half, is going to be for the icing, which we'll do at the end, and this half is what's going in the actual cake. So we'll be walking it over here to the microwave. As soon as I figure out how to open it, thank you, assistant. And then you want it for 2 minutes, which I'll let my assistant do because I'm too pro. Alright, now the main thing to pay attention to with this is to watch it, usually at about 30 seconds, minute 30, in 30-second intervals. Take it out, get a metal spoon, you don't want to use a wooden one, trust me, and then stir it. Keep stirring it because that way it's really gonna melt. Look at that. Look at it melt. You getting a good shot? Nice.
Alright, what's the next step? Bed?
Is it done? We're good? Check it. Check it. That's looking nice, isn't it? Now we don't want to do too much more than that because liquid's all we're after. Chocolate does burn. Alright, now we've got that nice and runny. What we're going to do is we're going to set this aside for 10 minutes to cool and then move on to the next step. We're going to start mixing. Now, butter, we're using cooking margarine, works just as well. That's 125 or so, just going by my sensors. Where's it gone? Man should know his kitchen.